Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Buenos dias, mi gente yo-yo. Welcome to Daily Discipline number 645, primarily in a row. My name's Rob Hoback. Happy that you're here, honored and humbled that you keep coming back for reals. Hey, look, so if this is your first time here or you just started showing up for Daily Discipline, seriously, welcome. I'm just thrilled that you're here. And Daily Discipline is part of my personal success system. Went through a difficult period about 2 years ago in my life. Came to the realization like my life is not where I want it to be, and I can blame it on everybody else, but it's my responsibility. And I'm tired of being mad and angry. I'm gonna change it, right? And so through a course of several conversations with my trusted people, it's like, look, I believe that I'm supposed to do this is what I'm supposed to do. I feel called to do this. People respond well to this. So this is just my thing, right? Like every morning I get up, I try to get rid of any negativity that I had from the day before. I have a little saying for each day, like today's Thursday. So Thursdays we focus on being thankful, right? Seriously, and it's stuff like that, like never giving up, never accepting, something that's less than what you want, right? That you feel like you need to go get it. Just go get it, right? Don't give up. So it's a thankful Thursday. We call it Thankies. It's a work day. It's July the 23rd, 2020. I've got a ton of work to do. I'm sure you do too. So let's do it. Let's get to work. First things first, still the realist. I am also trained. Yeah. 645 days of doing something. You better be trained, right? So, and the reason I say this is that and we're going to morph right into real talk, which is where we just share a little lesson that I learned yesterday. And yesterday was just another reminder as I sat around last night thinking about some things that have happened at work and an intense conversation I had yesterday afternoon. I'm like, what advice would I give myself, right? Like, or what advice would I give one of you? Like if Nuke called back, hey, Rob, I got to talk to you, blah, blah, blah. What advice would I give him? I'd be like, all right, well, let's rely on our train. Number one, we know that we are much better than somebody who's 2 levels removed from us, half a continent away. They don't know what we're doing, right? They're reacting based off something else. So if you know in your heart that you're doing just keep doing it, right? If you're doing the work and your heart is pure and you've asked God to bless your work, then you need to have faith that it's going to work out, right? That's number one. You got to do the work. Number two, don't give up, right? Don't give up. Just because somebody says, I'm not happy, but you can sit and pout and wait for something bad to happen to you. You can say, F that, we're moving on, right? Oftentimes I say, hey, what would the musicians say, right? I got a whole list, right? If I asked Taylor Swift, she'd tell me to shake it off, right? If I asked Rachel Platten, she'd tell me to listen to the fight song. If I called Demi Lovato, said, girl, what do you think? She'd say, Rob, play the I Love Me song. And think about that. Have faith in yourself, right? If I ask NF, what would he say? He'd say, bro, listen to The Search or When I Grow Up, any of them. Like people are going to talk their shit. This is going to happen. You're going to have ups and downs in your life. And when you're in the downs, people are going to come around and they're not going to be very nice to you, right? And we can cry and moan. Like what else? About get up and go to work. Suck it up. Let's go, right? We can do that. Like we talked about yesterday. You can be firm with yourself or people that you're mentoring or whatever, right? You can be firm without being rude, without being personal, without attacking somebody, right? Just reminding somebody, you've got this. And I just think about, what advice would I give to somebody else or what advice has been brought to me by a messenger? Never, ever give up. Let's move on to our thank yous. God has been good to us in the good times and the bad, right? One of the things that I just, am I amazed by it? I don't know what the right word is, right? But I used to be amazed by it. Now I find comfort in it and I'm thankful when I'm given perspective. When I meet somebody or I get to know somebody and I'm like, wow, you got a lot going on over there. Your life is probably harder than mine. And then I'm like, what am I crying about, right? God has been good. I'm thankful for Major League Baseball. It's back in business today, right? Which is exciting. I'm thankful for daily discipline, right? When I talk about how I'm trained, it's a matter of me focusing every day on figuring this out, right? It's taking me longer than I thought it would, right? The results aren't as quick as I thought they would be. Doesn't matter, right? Just keep doing it. Thankful for history, right? Where I can look at history and be like, I'm not the first person that this happened to. I'm not the last, right? Just suck it up. Everybody that's ever been successful has found themselves in a situation like, what the hell? How did I end up here? And they're like, this is not acceptable to me. Like, F it Friday. Like, tomorrow, I'm like, F that. No, thank you. We're moving on. I'm thankful for artists and art and music, right? That give us these messages or that like, and then when you hear them, like I was talking about it with the Eagles, where Don Henley's like, look, this isn't about us anymore. It's about the songs and your experience and your memories with them, right? They understand their role. I'm thankful for Sam, Addie, and Jack, right? Just there are so many things. Like this morning, I was getting ready. I was like, man, I'm having to do the dishes today because Sissy wasn't here. And I just think about how sweet and loving that girl is to me. And she is the definition of grace to me, right? Like she gives me more love than I feel like I deserve. And instead of feeling bad about it, I'm like, I'm just going to take it. And then I'm going to try and love her back. Same way with Jack, right? That I could be mean, I could yell at him, right? Or we could find a way to have a nurturing conversation, right? Like they're teaching me every single day. And of course, I'm thankful for today, tomorrow, forever. With that, we're done. Hands up, peace out, we're better together. Appreciate you stopping by on a Thank Yous Thursday. Remember, you got to be thankful, right? And don't ever give up. We'll be back tomorrow on an F It Friday. Can't wait to see you then. Hashtag Real Talk. Deuces. Love you guys.